an author, let's see, early 2000s. I did start with doing music. I was doing some songwriting and stuff like that. But then I really wanted to tell stories, and doing it through lyrics wasn't enough. So I decided to write a book, and it was called Crazy Drama. It was cool. I enjoyed doing it, and but then I took a little break from writing, and then just started in 2019. I just started getting back going again. I write Christian fiction with the urban twist to it. So yeah, that's my story.
And what book are you going into that?
This book is called Love, Faith, and Hip Hop. This book is about it's a young man who has a dream to be a rapper, but more or less in the church scene. It takes place in 1989, so the term Christian hip hop, that stuff wasn't really around yet. It wasn't that popular, and so he wants to bring it out. He wants to bring out his vision to the world. The problem is his dad is a bishop, and he's really traditional, and he's set in his ways and doesn't want to go about doing it. And also, he has a music minister in the church that really despises him, and he's doing anything that he can to ruin his image and not make it happen. So it's a mixture of story of church tradition, has a little romance in it, here and there, but it's really a tale of a coming of age story, but also a story of how to get your dream alive.
Excellent. It sounds like it's a struggle between, following family tradition, being respectful and paying homage, but still following your own path. I think we all probably have encountered something like that. So I'll go ahead and give you the stage.
All right. Spring Break flew by faster than an MC Hammer album off a record shelf. We were back in school and graduation was less than 3 months away, so it was officially crunch time. I narrowed my choice of colleges to 3: NYU, University of Buffalo, and Benson University. Actually, it was 2 choices. Bishop had tuition ready for me if I chose Benson, the Bible school that he and Grandpa went to. I wanted to see him hold back the money if I chose another school, and then he happened to go with it.
Just remember we have Natural Nation here as well as a vendor, so please check her out. She's over in the corner somewhere. Right here. We have mimosas here today. My favorite photographer just served me up one, so I'm excited about that. Look, I'll keep talking, so let me go ahead and get to the point. Kaylynn Hunt, come on up.
This can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I missed not knowing that we're all screwed.
Welcome. How are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. So tell me, how did you start your author journey?
I actually just always loved to write, and even when I was in middle school, I made up stories for my friends to read. And one day I just started writing, and it took me only about a week to finish my first novel. But I sat on it for like 4 years. I didn't do anything with it. And one day I was just like, I can do this. So I researched what to do, and I self-published. And at the time, I'm in a book club, ICU reading, and they didn't know I was writing. Only one person knew I was writing. So I had them read it without knowing it was me that wrote it. And they were like my beta readers. And when they had the book club meeting, they talked about it. And they didn't find out that I was actually the author until my release party, when I revealed that it was me that wrote it. So they've been a great help.
Absolutely. Book club's definitely getting And what book are you promoting today?
Today we are talking about Complicated Simplicity. And it is actually a paranormal romance. I don't put myself in a box. I pretty much hit any genre that comes to mind. So this is something that came to my mind and I just wrote it out. It took me a while because it was some parts I got stuck at. But it's one of my proudest ones because it pushed me past my normal pretty much it challenged me.
All right. We all like to be challenged a little bit, right?
Yes.
Well, without further ado, go ahead and read.
Okay. So the main character in this is Serenity, and she's pretty much keeps to herself, and she meets a guy that she starts liking, which is out of the norm for her. And this is him, his name is Baxter, talking to his brother about when they met. So, hey, did I ever tell you about the first time I saw Serenity? Baxter asked Clay. Man, I've heard that coffee story a million times. Please don't tell it again. That's not the first time I saw her, and it was T. That was the first time she saw me. What do you mean? Don't tell me you're a stalker, dude. Hey, I guess I am. You are like totally blowing my mind, Clay said in his weak attempt at a Valley Girl accent.
We're going to go ahead and wrap up with our last author presenting today. And I would like to welcome to the stage Mr. Teddy Mack, who actually was the first author to sign up for the event.
Well, I've been writing since 2018. I've always knew I wanted to be a writer. I didn't know I was going to be an author. Thought maybe I was going to write some movies or something like that. I've been writing like since I was a kid. So I just didn't know what it was about. I just thought I was, I don't know, a bored kid or something like that. I just used to just write stuff and throw it away.
Yeah.
So, I was like, oh, okay, let me get into this author stuff. The first book I read was by Zane. She kind of inspired me. And then I went from Jerome Dickey, and then from there. So those are the type of authors that inspired me.
You know, when you had reached out to me, you called yourself a term.
Oh, Rome Erotica. Did I say Rome Erotica?
Yeah.
Yeah. A romance author and an erotica author kind of blended in together.
Absolutely. So tell us, what book are you promoting today?
Mr. Midnight Lover. It is erotica. It is erotica, but I'm gonna keep it PG.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, not for you. Go ahead.
Okay.
Read for us.
Alrighty. Well, my character, which his name is D'Angelo, he was with a client and a situation happened. So I'm going to read after what happens from the situation. I can't believe she tried to drug me. What was her problem? But that's the name of the game. I thought to myself as I woke up yawning and stretching. Yes, indeed, that's the name of the game. The price I paid, the price I chose to pay for being a sex worker, escort, or whatever judgmental, degrading title you want to call it. But as messed up as an occupation it is, it helps pay the bills in a huge way. It paid for this 5-bedroom house with 3-car garage my Benz Slingshot and my wife's pink Lexus sits in. Not to mention the 2 full bathrooms and 1.5 baths my house has. But of course, like I said, yeah, I do have a wife. And before you judge me, like I said, it helps pay the bills, provides a good living for my wife and my kids. So yes, that crazy broad Sherry who tried to drug me, she was right. I am married. And I have been working this occupation for about 75% of my marriage. And I bet you're probably asking yourself, how does she feel about what I do? Well, to be honest, she doesn't need to know about all of that. All she needs to know is that I work for a security agency company that pays me very well. And that's it. And in the midnight hour, I'm like Batman who puts on a costume and rid the streets of bad guys. I guess in my case, I put on a costume of a gentleman who provides fantasies for lonely and wealthy professional women.
Thank you for coming out, and we appreciate everyone attending and giving these authors your time. I'm sure they're appreciative as well. And as always, happy reading. I will catch you guys next time.